Marry well and fight to keep the connection. That is key 12 in our series, 15 Keys for Thriving Creatives. Hi, I am Keziah, a creative rooting for creatives. Welcome to this video. If you choose to get married, marry well. I'll say that again. If you choose to get married, marry well. I'm not saying that every single person should get married. Yeah? I'm just saying that as a creative, if you choose to get married, marry well, and then when you're married, fight to keep the connection. Because you see, generally speaking, the way a marriage goes can greatly affect your creative journey. Yeah, it can greatly affect your creative journey. If it's going well, it will affect it awesomely. If it's going negatively, you can fill in the blanks. And so if you're going to marry, you're going to marry well. Yeah, and in marrying well, let me just give you 3 pointers to look out for. First of all, marry someone who knows where they're going. Now, before we get there, do you know where you're going? I hope you do. Marry someone who knows where they're going so that you can figure out whether the two of you have shared purpose. Yeah? Whether you have a shared purpose and whether you're generally driving towards the same direction in life. You know, this is one of those areas where you actually need to invest in figuring out where you want to go and what kind of person you need to walk that journey with you as a creative entrepreneur. Yeah, you're also going to need to marry somebody who is responsible for themselves. I'll explain. Danny Silk talks about powerful people. Yeah, a powerful person is somebody who says that this is my life. I'm going to take responsibility for everything that happens in my life, whether good or bad, and I'm going to learn how to work within those different seasons and turn them out for better. So if it's a negative thing, the person takes responsibility for it, even if they're not the ones that caused it. But they say, okay, now this thing happened to me, but now that it has happened, what can I do? Yeah, and I'm going to do the best I can to get out of this situation. I'm not going to blame anybody else. I'm going to do the best that I can because I am responsible for my life. The third thing you need is somebody who is going to support you in your journey. You know, life by itself is already tough. You know, you don't need to add somebody who is going to make that even harder. Instead, you need to marry somebody who is going to support your journey. And if you are creative and you've gone through some unconventional paths, you know that yours is not a regular 8 to 5 like everybody else's. And even if it's an 8 to 5, you know, it's not structured the way everybody else's is structured, right? And so your life is generally by default different. Yeah. And so you're going to need to marry somebody who actually understands you and is patient with you and is willing to walk the journey with you. If you're an entrepreneur, entrepreneurship has ups and downs, and you're going to need somebody who is going to walk with you through the seasons and trust that what you're doing is going to work. And when you finally get married, fight to keep the connection, fight to stay married. Because the next thing that could be a big challenge is if the marriage ends. And I do not wish that on anyone. And I'm not saying that if that happens, you cannot get out of that situation, because you can. And if you're in a situation where you have a failed marriage, do not despair, because you can still succeed greatly as a creative. God knew that you would be in the situation that you're in, and He gave you the tools to handle this situation and to thrive and come out a thriver on the other side of this. I know you can make it. I know everything is going to be all right. I know that you are going to continue to thrive as a creative in the area of love and romance, because that's going to help you a lot, and it's going to be a great propeller for you as you thrive as a creative. I hope you've enjoyed this. Share this with a friend of yours. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the notifications bell so that you do not miss any video. And if you would like to hear more from me, connect with me across social media platforms. I'm on Twitter. I'm on, it's X now. I'm on X. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. Just find me on those social media platforms. And if you'd like to buy my book, Thriving Creatives, the details on how to get a copy are in the description below. Until next time, go and thrive.